Hi, my name is Alvara and I'm from Russia. And I want to tell you about my favorite question from local Americans. It's where are you from? I'm often asked by people who work especially in customer service, for example, salesman, where am I from? And I think that they think it's a friendly conversation, but for me it's like, I know you're not one of us. I hear it. As usual, they add to it. I know that you are not from here because I hear your accent. Oh my god, thank you so much. And a lot of Russian speaking people feel the same way, believe me. For me, where am I from is a part of my private life. And finally, I'm the asylum seeker. I do not have to tell them where I am from. It can be even dangerous for me, maybe, to tell them where am I from. I do not want to explain a stranger where I am from. I do not have to do it. I do not want to hear that my accent is nice. I do not want to hear that I do not look like a local, because I put a lot of effort here, and every immigrant does. It's not funny, it's not polite, it's not nice. American people are so careful with tolerance towards orientation or gender or race. So how about being tolerant towards migration? We want to be treated like equal. We need exceptions here. And now I want to speak about Americans being intolerant to Russians in general. I can say that most of Americans even do not know we are many nations and even not one race too. They call us all Russians, and I am not 100% Russian by blood and do not identify myself like that. And they often make offensive comments based on nationality. You can see those comments, for example, on marches and meetings when they have signs like Russians go away, Russians fuck off, and so on and so on. Okay, you think that Mr. Putin is responsible for some bad things, that's okay, but he is not all Russians. Russians live here near you. I mean, there is a great Russian-speaking community here in US. We have a deep culture. But still, in American films and books, Russian-speaking people and other Eastern Slavs are shown as morons or hustlers or criminals. And nobody ever apologized for that. It's like normal. You can offend no one identity but Slavic. And it's really painful to understand it.
Hola, mi nombre es Vanessa Rosales y tengo ya 4 años viviendo en Estados Unidos, específicamente en la ciudad de Nueva York. Una experiencia que tuve que me hizo sentir un poco de xenofobia fue en una consulta con el médico primario que me fue asignado en el hospital. Yo le estaba haciendo un comentario a este doctor acerca de mis problemas de alergias, los cuales yo les dejaba ver al doctor que eran mucho más fuertes mis alergias desde que había llegado a los Estados Unidos, que mis problemas de salud de la nariz y de la piel habían aumentado desde que había llegado acá. El comentario que el doctor hizo acerca de mi problema de salud fue para mí algo xenofóbico. El doctor dijo exactamente estas palabras: oh, entonces tú no debiste haber emigrado para acá, sino a un lugar parecido a tu país. Yo en el momento cuando lo escuché me sentí mal, y después analizando sus palabras yo dije, no es profesional lo que él dijo, porque en dado caso su preocupación tenía que ser mi salud, no hacia dónde yo había migrado y de dónde yo había migrado. Y me sentí bastante ofendida, pero decidí no prestarle atención y dejarlo así y no seguir comentando con el doctor acerca de su opinión. Me quedé callada y solamente dejé de conversarle el problema.
Hola, mi nombre es Sabrina Delgado, soy venezolana. Llegué a la ciudad de Nueva York en el año 2018 con 8 meses de embarazo y con una hija mayor de 7 años de edad. Aquí solo me esperaba mi esposo, que ya tenía 8 meses sin ver, el cual desconocía toda información acerca del servicio de salud y de educación, que para el momento eran los temas de mayor importancia para mí. En vista de la necesidad, tuve que dirigirme sola a la escuela más cercana, en donde por suerte la coordinadora de la escuela era inmigrante, con muchos años en este país. La misma hablaba inglés y español. Me dio toda la orientación que necesitaba para realizar los trámites de inscripción en la escuela y mi hija pudiera continuar con sus estudios. Bueno, así mismo hice en los días siguientes. Fui al hospital más cercano, que era el Jamaica Hospital, y para informarme sobre todos los servicios en el cual me podían parar momentáneamente, donde puedo decir que a pesar de que no hablaba el idioma inglés y no tenía ningún seguro médico, tuve toda la colaboración para obtener la orientación que necesitaba para asegurarme y en los días siguientes poder atenderme como paciente embarazada. Puedo dar fe que a pesar de ser una inmigrante recién llegada, sin hablar en inglés, con muchos miedos acumulados, tuve la dicha de toparme con ciudadanos de alta calidad humana, brindándome todo el apoyo requerido por mi persona, donde me sentí muy agradecida y bendecida de encontrarme en territorio estadounidense y sin ningún tipo de discriminación.
Hi, my name is Anastasia Orlova, and today I'd like to share the story of how I felt welcomed as an asylum seeker and as an LGBT immigrant in New York City. Well, from my experience, asylum seekers from the same region, for instance from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, tend to support each other, and well, actually we get more support from each other than from our American friends, maybe because we better understand our background. So the most prominent, the most important and vivid example for me is the organization that's called Rusa LGBT. In 2016, when we just arrived to the United States, we didn't know anyone here. We had no friends, no relatives. We had some general information from the internet, and we did our research. But actually, when you come to a new place, you don't know, how to behave properly, how to find a job, how to find an apartment or room for rent. And we need some more practical advice, some more support. And someone gave us the contact of Losha Gershkov. He was one of the leaders of Rusa LGBT. And he was so friendly that I felt like I knew him for ages, for hundreds of years. And he gave us many practical advices, many recommendations about job search, about room search, about everything. And which is more important for me, probably, it was the emotional support that he gave us. And I think he was an inspiration for me, for my wife, and he actually helped us to settle in, to start a new life. Also, at one of Rusa LGBT meetings, we met our attorney, Sebastian, and it also was one of the blessings that we got. And I must mention that Rusa LGBT, it's not just Russian-speaking organization. There are so many English-speaking supporters which also trying to help us. There are a lot of meetings for newcomers, for new immigrants, and it was so great to be a part of this. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I think that the most prominent, the most helpful support in some ways asylum seekers can get from other asylum seekers. And that's why I believe that the most important thing when you are settled, when you start your new life, is to help other people who just arrive, because you know this drill, you know how to live here in the United States, and you can share your experience. Thank you.
Hi there, I am Reina Zuluaga. I am from Venezuela and a political asylum, and I want to let you know about my experience of welcome in this country. First of all, I went in a meeting in New York with a Venezuelan organization. The name is VIA. They helped me to look for legal support to be able to make my request of asylum at that time. Also, they introduced me and connect me with another organization. The name is Migrant Stories. They bring me lawyer support, and also they bring me a training in leadership almost 2 years ago. Also, I am really grateful with a special organization for me. The name is READ, is Refugees and Immigrant Service in New York. They bring me the opportunity to be part of an emotional support group every Monday morning. I be able to develop my skills since I am a psychologist. So I'm bringing support almost 2 years ago with people that are immigrants, refugees, asylum seekers, women, people to integrate their feelings in this special moment with COVID, with all this situation of isolation. So I am really grateful with the United States for this welcoming, and I am really grateful with the people that I can be able to be in contact. Also, I am grateful because I could bring a little bit of me to people that really need support that could bring me in a time. I am also grateful with her Migrant Hub to bring me this experience to be an activist woman over there and to bring my experience for your learning. Thank you very much.